What's going on, guys? We are live. Um, this is kind of another one of my little impromptu live streams, and I have Miss Mandy 777 with me, and possibly waiting on a couple others to join us. But um, I just wanted to kind of touch base about a couple things that's going on. And you guys notice how I'm like outside? Like I'm actually outside on this nice evening, and it's kind of breeze. Not really that bad outside today, so I thought, hey, I'll kind of sit up outside and do this. But the reason that I actually decided to do this is this. Uh, Recently, well, since this whole thing started with Chili, our own special little favorite little short guy, uh, we have kind of raised a lot of interest, in the community and people, wanting to support the fact that some people want to see the cop get beat up, some people want to see Chili get beat up, whatever it may be. But it was all for a good cause, and that's where this all started, was the opportunity to do something nice for a good community and for a great charity. And since that started, I've made a lot of friends along the way, and one of those friends is Derek at Bits and Pieces, who hopefully I sent him a link, and I think he might try to come up, but we'll see. And through this whole event, he said that he was interested in learning to box and to get in shape, because he will soon be a married man in October, and he's wanting to, kind of shape up a little bit. Yeah, soon to be a married man. So congratulations to Derek for that. And he's kind of want to do a few little things before his wedding, and make himself feel a little better and be a little more healthy and the whole 9 yards. So that's kind of neat. But he asked me to help him start training a little bit and to box. He said he's always wanted to learn to box. So he had mentioned this. I think this started probably, I think he mentioned this, several weeks ago now, I think. But, that he was interested in getting involved in that. So uh, I guess the biggest thing that has kind of surprised me is, as he got more interested in it and when we started talking about scheduling training, he's kind of like, I'm going to have an opportunity to box and learn to box, but no boxing match. And I think because of the situation with Chili, and through that kind of, I guess, series of events, he took the interest in saying, you know what, maybe I should try to do something myself for charity. I thought that was very cool. So that's where we're at, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But let's talk to people in the chat first. Let's see who we got here. As I just said, that literally the breeze stopped too, just for the record. Like, I mean, it never fails, does it? Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting everything loaded back up here. I've already said hi to Top Welder and my man Iron Auditor Terry. How are you doing, Pat? Hello. Oh, and that's another thing too. Before I forget about this, because that's how my mind works, right? We talked about, and I've done a poll on my community page the other day about doing like a weekly stream where we talk about combat sports. We'll talk about everything from MMA and boxing to uh, even some grappling, wrestling, whatever it may be. We're going to talk a whole different series of combat arts, and kind of cover current events, and maybe even talk about some past type stuff that was going on, whatever. But if you're a fight fan, beyond just the fact you want to see me get beat up or Chili get beat up, you might want to tune in, because I'm going to try to have different people on pretty regularly to talk about stuff, and it should be a lot of fun, and we'll all kind of go back and forth. So, but that was just because that was on the tip of my tongue. How's that? Let's see who else we got here. I'm probably going to miss all kinds of people. Art, how you doing? Ben, hello. We got like 20 something in the chat right now. I'm sure they'll keep coming in. But the main thing that I really want to talk about, and I'm kind of trying to tell Tom, hoping that Derek will be able to come up with me, is I'm super excited about this. Like, I can't tell you how excited I am about the fact that Bits is actually on the box. And I'll tell you why. Because like with me, when I started to fight Chili, like it was like, I just kind of had like, I want to just punch Chili in the face. So are you muted, Miss Mandy? Okay, because I thought I lost you on my side. Okay, so my main objective was this. I wanted to punch Chili in the face for selfish reasons, but I also want to do something good for charity. But seeing it motivate other people, and some of the comments that I've got from people that are actually like moving forward with stuff and being excited, and doing positive things in their communities and getting in shape or whatever, it has been so awesome. And it's kind of like, wow, like it's an awesome feeling to think that people are like learning something or pushing something that maybe they had kind of forgot about, or getting back involved in something. And I was like, wow, this is like a great feeling to think that maybe I'm a small part of that. So when I
You've
see
been a big
bits,
part of that.
well, I appreciate that. I don't really think that. I think I've just kind of been more of a stepping stone for people to see things, but I really do appreciate that. But I think it's awesome that people are kind of taking their own, interest and running with it for a positive thing. That's awesome to me. But when Bits said that, and for so many reasons, I got super excited because he's such a good guy. If you guys don't know Derek or Bits and Pieces, if you haven't checked out his channel, please do. So he is so cool, and his content's great, and he's just such a nice fella. And to see him not only want to get in shape, for his wedding day, but to do something positive and to do something for his health, I was like, man, this is so cool. And when he challenged Josh, and Josh was good enough to say, hey, yeah, let's do it. Let's do something awesome for charity. And he stepped up and he's willing to do it as well. And that's such a great feeling to think that people, like, maybe, just maybe, even if Chili doesn't show up, even if Chili doesn't go through with this, how many more people have we got that are kind of motivated, right? That are doing some cool stuff, that we might be able to get people to step out on their own
Absolutely.
and grow something else, right? Just an idea.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of where all this came from. And here's what we're working on. Okay. First of all, I'm supposed to do our first kind of training, probably a little bit, maybe this evening or tomorrow with Bits. So that's one thing that I'm excited about. But tonight I might get a little bit in with him, but definitely tomorrow.
Before
But
you get into that, can I ask you a question?
yeah, please.
Is there a signed contract?
See, I was trying to build up to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, I'll come back to that because I want to go
Okay.
somewhere with this. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So I was absolutely, thrilled about getting started with Bits, and because he wants to be able to be on the card, hopefully be on the card in September with ECC, and they're going to do a boxing match. It's not going to be MMA, so it's going to be a little more charity friendly type stuff. It's not quite as brutal as MMA. So that should be a good thing. But if that doesn't work out, we're still going to try to find another venue because I have not talked to the promoter. And believe it or not, it's not as easy as you guys think to get these things commissioned. Even if the promoter has interest in the card, which he may or may not, but if he does have the interest in the card, it still takes the athletic commission to sign off on it. And that's based on a series of events. It depends on your health. It depends on, there's a lot of things, age, health. I won't go into all of them because I don't know. But there's a lot of things that have to kind of fall in place. So, but either way, we're going to work towards that. We're going to try to make that happen. Now, as far as the contract signing goes, and I was trying to come back around to this because that is obviously in September. And the idea is if we get Bits involved and Josh involved for the September thing, that could potentially put both of our fights on the same card in September. Okay. Here's what I'm being told. As of now, I talked to the promoter yesterday, and believe it or not, guys, it's not Chili's fault that he hasn't signed. Okay. I talked to the promoter. Yeah, I talked to the promoter, and the promoter said that he has not sent him the contract yet because there's still details to work out. Okay. So I want everybody to take a breath and sit down because Chili told the truth. Okay.
What?
He
No,
didn't
wait.
lie. He didn't lie. Okay. He has not been he has not been sent the contract in order to be able to sign it. So the reason is there's still a lot more details to work on. Specifically, I'll probably have to sign a contract again because I think a few things are going to change. Because now the way that I understand, once again, I'm just very, very vague in these details. Okay, so I don't know what I'm talking about yet, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it anyway because Chili does it all the time. He talks about what he don't know about. So, but um, that the cool thing is right now is there might even be a bigger bonus for St. Jude's out of this. How's that? That's the possibility.
That's fantastic.
The reason being is because there is a pay-per-view company that's wanting to handle this, and they're going to actually offer this for a rental to be able to watch these fights. And the way that I understand is the possibility is the pay-per-view itself is going to allow more funds to possibly be donated to St. Jude's, but there's going to
I
have
would pay
to be
watch that.
yeah there's going to be a lot of ins and outs, and I don't know that any of us really know. Well, I say me, I don't know anything, but I don't know that the promoter or anybody really knows how to do this. And I think it's a learning experience for everybody. That's really what it boils down to, because Chili and I are both amateurs. We're not professional fighters, so it's not as easy to be able to get everything sanctioned and find a way to be able to get funds pushed for an amateur fight. That's really what it boils down to. So we're trying to figure out the ways to be able to do it to make sure that that the the promoter not only can direct funds, but that somehow some of the pay-per-view funds can also be sent that way. So it's a learning experience is basically what it is. But if that happens, then there should be a lot more money made for St. Jude's. That's my hope anyway. And once again, I have not seen this contract, and we haven't even drawn it up officially that I know of specifically. But the way the promoter told me yesterday is this could be a really good thing, that there could be a lot more opportunity, to be able to get to St. Jude's. So that's kind of where that goes. So I'm super excited about that. And that's kind of the reason why I wanted to say this live stream, because I didn't want to put that in the title, because I don't want to be nailed down to what I'm actually talking about, because the chances are it's going to change and something else is going to change. But it does look really, really promising that we'll be able to do something. And I know we talked about this before, and I don't know the totals, but I do know that the St. Jude's streamathon that we had was an absolutely overwhelming success. From all the channels that got involved, we were able to raise a lot of money for St. Jude's that day. And I'm actually kind of proud of the fact that I can't really tell you how much, because if I was able to tell you how much, it's because that I knew where the money went directly somehow, and I don't.
It's a good point.
It's a shared link that, we were just pushing to go straight to St. Jude's. It had nothing to do with me. I never seen a dime. I have no idea who donated and who didn't, or how much or whatever. The only thing that I know is that day, my entire goal was to make sure St. Jude's was pushed out there, and I think we've done that really, really well. So that's a plus. So that's what the biggest thing is. Now, keep this in mind. There is a possibility. There's a possibility that in September, you could get a pay-per-view that has not only myself beating up our little Hollywood buddy, but possibly be able to see AFA and Bits and Pieces on the same card. Is that not cool? To think that 4 actual YouTube channels that are kind of in complete separate communities, so to speak, are all going to do something in the same card to be able to make some good stuff for a great charity. That's so awesome.
Sort of separate communities.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's face it, Chili's got his own community.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I had to yesterday too, because I was kind of filling my oats a little bit, and he was live, so I got on there and kind of commented a little bit in his chat. I was being silly. I didn't even know what his stream was about, but he started breaking up in one of the points in the stream, and I was and I typed in there, I was like, "You're breaking up, like your courage." Yeah, I put that in the chat. So once again, I don't think I'm gonna put this out there, and I'm gonna tell everybody this comes as a big shock. I don't think Chili's scared of this fight. I know that everybody thinks that he is. I don't think he is. I really don't. I don't think Chili is quite as big a pushover as a lot of people think he is. He is in pretty decent shape, believe it or not, and he is strong, and he has a wrestling background. I don't think he's gonna do well with me, but I don't think he is quite the passive pushover that people tend to think that he is as far as that goes. So
I think he's scared, but I do think he will show, because I think he's too proud to not show.
And that's a very big possibility. I think that I think he's unique, and I think here's the way that I've looked at this, and I've honestly, because I'm a thinker and I sit around and I think probably too much. This is kind of like one of those things when it comes to Chili, like this is kind of his last chance to save face, really, because like he came out and he tried to prove everybody he was this like genius when it came to like law, constitutional expert, and so on and so forth. And
Constitutional law scholar.
and he's got his ass kicked in every legal situation he's been in. Like nothing, you know what I mean? Like he's had no success. So it's like, oh, you're kind of looking like you're fading a little bit there, Hot Rod. And then you add in the fact that the only thing he has left is how he goes around and tells everybody how alpha and tough and a fighter he is. So he's kind of putting all of his cards on this at this point. So if he shows up, he's probably he's got an opportunity to be able to save face and say, I really did mean what I said. But he's also got the opportunity to lose everything, to lose the last bit of his image, in my opinion. So he's got a lot on the line.
Would Bits and Pieces be fighting AFA? Is that how that would go down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're going to.
That would be a great card.
That would be so cool, because like Bits is like such a nice passive guy, and I don't know Josh. I mean, there's a lot of people that have a bad image of Josh. I'll say this: the only experience that I've had of Josh, I've watched a couple of his videos, and a couple of his videos I didn't agree with. I thought he was an asshole in them. I'm just low moving. I would tell him that. He knows I would tell that. But I've also seen a side of him that I haven't seen from Chili. I've seen a side of Josh that actually stepped up to do something positive for a community that he didn't even agree with. And he didn't have to. He didn't have to have me on his show last week. He didn't have to, promote an event that I'm taking part of. He didn't have to try to do something positive for a charity that I have anything to do with when he's obviously doesn't really care for cops. But he did it. So
I think it's awesome what he's wanting to do for charity, but his past screams much louder.
I agree.
I'm not gonna comment.
I try really hard to not be judgmental when it comes to stuff like that, because everybody's got their own views on stuff and whatever.
Sure.
And I have no reason to dislike the guy, other than I don't like some of the stuff he does. And I don't agree with some of his YouTube stuff. But as far as personal, he's been very, very polite, and nice to me. So I have no problem. And everybody's talking, I've had people say there was somebody done some silly video or something about how I am hanging around with Josh or something. And I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, you need a hobby. Like, if you're worried so much about, because of my profession, the fact that I linked up with other channels and he may or may not have a criminal record, I don't know. I don't care. It's not, because I'm not going to his house and having dinner with the dude. I mean, it's not like we're hanging out every day. We're trying to work together, do something positive. And he's been a very, very nice guy to me, and he worked hard on that streamathon to try to make some good money for St. Jude's. I can't knock him for that. I mean, and if you're so worried about the fact that I'm a police officer and I'm, hanging out with a felon, as you call it, then, dude, get a hobby. I mean, seriously, I'm YouTubing. He's in Massachusetts or wherever. I mean, he's up north somewhere, and I'm literally in Hillbilly Holler. So it's like, you're so worried about the fact that, like,
Holler.
It's like, okay, relax. I promise. Josh and I are not going to get together and like hang out every single day and be BFFs. Okay, just relax. We're doing something good for charity. So, but nevertheless, the only thing that I was worried about was St. Jude's, and Josh was very, very big help in helping me spread a good message and make a lot of good money for St. Jude's. So that's what I was about. Now my job has become Mickey, and Bits and Pieces has become my Rocky. And now I'm gonna train him, and I'm gonna let you know, Josh, you're in for it now, buddy, because now I'm training somebody to fight you and beat you up.
Now you're talking.
Oh, he actually just messaged me, so I'm gonna read this because it just came in. I'm gonna see what he says here. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what I just got from Josh Abrams.
Oh boy.
His official statement. I give it. Evidently, I've just become the spokesman. Okay, so because I'm about to read the official statement straight off the desk, off the news desk of AFA. Okay, official statement is: I'm the one with the guns, the guy of Muay Thai, the dude of nude. Wait, that's the wrong. He says that's wrong. Disregard that part. This team all day AFA is clanging and banging all day, every day. I'm doing so much boxing, I could work at a distribution of Amazon. Different, Josh, it's a different kind of boxing, buddy. Let's see. I lost my thing here. I've done a ton of cage work. Well, that was prison. Wrong cage, he
It isn't.
says. He
It is
says,
prom day, so
yeah. He says, anyways, I'm coming for that ass. Wait, that sounded wrong too. You know what I mean. You will get destroyed by that great one. And that's the reason I stopped you today. So he's already having fun with it. Bitz is having fun with it. I think it's going to be such a good time. I'm going to work really, really hard to get this fight sanctioned. Okay. I don't know if I carry any weight with that. I don't know. But I'm going to certainly try to pull some strings and say, look, okay, this guy is, these guys are trying to do something positive. They're going to do their own fundraiser type things for this to try to make some money. And maybe we can get together and do another streamathon for whatever thing that they're going to do prior to their fight to kind of build it and hype it. And maybe we can get an overall donation based on the two fights to, the charities from whatever. I don't know. I'm speaking completely in advance. So, but yes, actually, I wanted to start addressing the chat here. I just want to get a few things out of the way before I did, but I just seen that. Yes, AFA is fighting someone. He is going to fight Derek at Bits and Pieces in a celebrity YouTube celebrity boxing match for charity. How's that?
Content creator. Boxing.
Oh no, these guys are celebrities. Have you not seen them? They're pure celebrities. I'm just waiting to get their autographs. Let's see. Let's talk to the chat a little bit. Oh, we got one for you right off the bat. The first one I've seen, Miss Mandy. Miss Mandy is a good egg.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and that's very, very nice.
I love stars. I assume it's a female. I said she. You are very sweet.
Hey, Hank's Corner. How are you, Hank?
Hey, Terry, Ironton Auditor.
I'm trying to look through here and try to keep this scrolling because it like updates too fast. Let's see what this is. Don says, no matter anyone's past, they shouldn't be judged by it. I absolutely agree. Everyone can change, and no one. You know what? And the thing is, too, I guess that's what I was kind of getting at, and you probably put it out there a little better than I did, Don. But despite what you like to this guy or not, it doesn't matter. You know what? If he done something good for St. Jude's, then I like him for today. You know what I mean? Like, if he done something good, I'm game, right? Let's see here.
Hey, Archangel.
Let's see. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good and have stayed active today because I've really been trying to do it myself. It says, yes, I'm a chick, Miss Mandy. There's the official. Say that.
I'm a chick because chicks always say they're chicks.
Chick rule. Wasn't that like a shirt or something like years ago? I'm showing my age, ain't I? Because I remember there was like something like that, like some kind of clothing. Wasn't there?
Chicks rule? I don't
something
know
like that.
Rule.
Maybe I'm wrong. And guess who else just messaged me? Cholita, which come from guess who? Guess who just said Cholita to me?
Cholita?
Mm-hmm. Uncle Artie.
Uncle Artie. That sounds like Uncle Artie.
It says Cholita is live with the promoter. So he must be actually talking to the promoter right now. So
with the promoter?
Yeah. So they must be talking about what I was kind of talking about. So
why don't you? Can you go over there?
I don't know.
Do you know how to do that?
Nope. I don't. I would be lying if I said I did.
Okay. Open up another window and then share your screen. Are you in StreamYard?
Mm-hmm. How do I open up another window?
Are you on a laptop or?
Yes.
Okay. So just open up whatever you use to surf the internet with.
Oh, you mean
And go-
literally? I thought you meant like a window on Stream.
Like youtube.com, go to youtube.com and go to
Okay.
delete laws.
Just a second. Let me do this. To make sure. Let me just do
Or
this
it's,
right. Okay. Oh, yes, that's what I want. Okay. See, I'm learning as we go here. Right here live, folks. Okay. Hang on just a second here. Okay, Miss Mandy, I've got it up on another screen
okay.
now.
Come back to StreamYard.
Okay, I'm here.
And go down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
It'll say share screen.
Where it just says share.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Click that.
Okay.
And then it will give you the option to pick, to like hit a plus sign. And you will.
It says window.
Yeah. Click the window that has the one open, the YouTube link open.
I think that's it. That's not showing it.
Doesn't show the YouTube link.
Mm-mm. And it's up on the other side. Let me see.
Can someone Discord me that link?
Shoot.
So I can put it in private chat for him. That way you can just click on it.
He's not going to knock me out. Okay, wait a minute. I might have it right here.
That's it. Okay.
Okay. Now how do I pull it up?
No, you shared the wrong thing.
That's the only thing I had. Like seriously, that's the only thing that showed up.
That's okay. Someone's going to Discord it to me, and I'll be able to drop it in private chat, and you can just click on the link.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I told you I'm not tech savvy. Okay, I'm not tech savvy. I'm not a comedian. I always try to disclaim myself every single time.
But are you a fighter?
I don't know. We'll find out.
That's all that really matters.
I think I'm a fighter enough to be able to.
Oh, apparently he said he was going to whoop your ass.
I know. That's what I keep hearing. Bless his heart.
NCR, can you Discord me that link? Okay, I'll send it to you, NCR.
Yeah, because that didn't show up for me at all. I don't know why.
I'll try to send it to you too. I'm going to send this to NCR, and he's going to bring it up for us.
Oh, I'm about ready to get on his live stream because he's talking a little shit right now. He's going to get that fired up.
Okay, something's going to pop up in your basement.
Okay.
Just click on it. It should be any second now.
Still not yet.
Ooh, look at him running his mouth for somebody who ain't signed a contract. He's just a talking.
Maybe I should share. Maybe I should send him the link to join my StreamYard when we talk about it.
I sent it to him.
You
should send it to Chili, you said?
Yeah.
Send it to Chili. Send
I don't
it,
know how.
please.
I don't know how. Who are you talking to? Okay, I'm just going to punch him in the face.
I'll
you guys need to do
email it
everything.
to him right now.
Okay.
I'll email it to him right now.
Yeah, tell him come up
so he's told me off on email before.
Excellent. Tell him. Tell him said Daddy's waiting.
Okay.
Oh, poor little fella.
Okay.
And I still haven't got anything up from you, by the way.
Okay. The title is come up on Chad's email or live right now.
Yeah, time I'm on live right now.
Okay, that's the subject line. So if that's not clear, I don't know what is.
Hey, somebody in the chat, go over to his channel and put in his chat to check his email, please. Bless his little heart.
His little heart.
Let's
NCR, can you check your Discord, please?
It never did pop up as a window, Miss Mandy.
It will. Give it just a minute.
I got a chili buzzing around my face, a little gnat. Chili was 4th place wrestling champion. Wow. He almost made the podium. Oh, I got NCR coming up.
Yeah. All right. Do you have that link, NCR?
Hold on 1 second. He is talking some mad shit about you, Captain.
Good.
He has said, I got you the link right now. I'll post it right here in front of chat.
Can you bring it up?
You're breaking up really bad on my end, too.
How about that? Can you guys hear me now?
It's like really breaking up really bad.
All right, hold on.
I'm on an iPad. Can you bring it up by any chance, NCR?
I can share it, yeah.
Yeah, if you don't mind doing that. 4th place. Aww. His mommy was probably really proud.
Here you guys go.
All right, let's bring it up. Are we ready?
St. Jude's, and then the winner, if you win or lose your bet. So that's what we're looking at.
He's talking about betting already.
Everybody to look forward to this event, and Mike Sark is working his butt off. I mean, Mike, do you want to tell him about the problems you had on July 9th and the controversies you had to deal with trying to get the fight on air on that day?
Well, but you didn't show up, so that probably didn't help.
And thank God I got some good friends that helped me, and it's just a lot of work. Like I said, I started it Thursday at 5 o'clock, and we opened the doors at 6 o'clock Saturday, and I was still working. I think we left Thursday, we started at 5, we left at 4 a.m. Friday started at noon, left at 2 a.m. Saturday started at noon, and just got it done right before the doors opened at 6. Back at it Sunday, tearing down at noon till 11 o'clock, and then we was over Monday 3 or 4 hours.
Right, little fella.
It's a lot of work. There's a lot of, even if it's a small promotion, it's a lot of wheels that goes turning, a lot of them.
That is the promoter for the people in the chat. That's the promoter's voice. That's Mike.
My production guy, I don't know, like I said, above my pay grade, like up to the technology side or the tech side. If something happened where we couldn't get the TVs to work satellite way, so we had it was going to be about a 50-foot screen that we call, and a few of the TVs didn't work, and on top of that, we just couldn't get the scope to the satellite. So that's kind of what was the big hold up that kept us there for several, late every night. We was trying to work that out. We didn't get to we had a bunch of full lights, for all the big, like if you want to go to WWE or anything like that, spectacular light systems.
Hold on 1 second, Mike. Let me get rid of a troll. Already professional troll. I got rid of him. I let him back on the page, and he just can't help it but take personal shots. I'm in it for the money. It would be nice to make some money, that's for sure, putting your body on the line. But Mike, I didn't set this up, did I? Did I set this up, or did Chad Goo?
I did.
Chad Goo set this up.
How am I making money?
He wanted to accept it, and he is the one that has got the ball rolling, and you're stepping up to the plate.
No, he's not.
Like I said, from my understanding, you challenged him to a fight, and he accepted. He got a hold of me, and I've been working my butt off to make everything
I can't hear him. Can you, Mandy?
No, what was that little movement thing he just did? That was weird.
We're going to do a percentage of it. We sell some good to them. We're going to write a check for them off the bat. Like I said, we're not rich. We're not big. Our company's small. But,
Chad Goober, wow, his chat is so talented.
Chad, take his anger off and touch your face.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not adverse to making money. I think that if you put your body and your life on the line, if you make a little bit of money, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, the guy who called me about setting up bets, he said right off the bat that typically, because I've never really bet, I lived in Vegas a long time ago and I placed some bets and I lost all my money, so I don't really bet anymore.
Why am I not surprised?
But he said that typically the house takes 20%, and when he sets up a betting opportunity for people, that the 20% that he would usually take for the house, he's going to donate directly to St. Jude's. And my website guy's going to build a website for him, and then
Hey, I see one of his people here. Go there and tell him to come on. We sent him a link.
As much money as we can for St. Jude's, and you get your greed in there as well. You'll also get to make some money too. And I'm not adverse to you making money. If you want to bet on me or bet on Chad, 100% do it.
If you want to win,
100% do it. Put your bet down. But I hope that you'll bet with somebody who has dedicated 20% of the yield to go to St. Jude's is what I'd like to see, because St. Jude's did help out my family. When my cousin had a brain, I don't want to get into my personal family medical history.
If your cousin had a brain, he's the one your family did.
St. Jude stepped in and helped out my family. So it's a great charity. And you know what? No charity is great. Disney's not 100% great. HBO's not 100% great. Mike Sark isn't 100% great. Chili's not 100% great. Chad Goo is a pig. He's a pig. So I do respect that he's willing to fight. But until he retires from being a pig, then I just will have no respect for the man. We'll see how he does in the fight. We'll see how he does. We'll see how much of a fight he puts up. Because Chad, you're going to have to be in shape, dude. And pushing it back to September 24th only helps Chad because I'm in shape year round. I can fight right now. So
I will offer to do it in July.
That's all we want to see there, Billy.
Yeah, he's confident. You're confident. You got a lot of confident fighters going into battle together.
Well, Chad Goose said he was going to take me down. I'll bet anybody he's not going to take me off my feet. He won't score a takedown on me. Good luck, bro. And if he wants to stand there and strike for one round, I'll stand there and knock the hell out of that guy. He has no idea. He has no idea. I don't care about Chad being live. The only reason that people heard about this fight, the only reason people know about this fight is because I went to Ironton, Ohio. I heard the story
and you
from
ran
John
your mouth
Long,
like a dickhead.
The black guy who is a black belt in karate, where Chad Goo put him in handcuffs and tased him, put him in torture cuffs and took John. That's what I think. After I beat up Chad, Mike, you should have John Long, the gentleman from Ironton, Ohio, who I interviewed, that said he wants to fight Chad.
I have to drop down.
We didn't know this promotion was coming up, Mike. And that's where Chad does get the credit for setting this up. Good job, Chad. You walked yourself into your own beatdown, which is perfectly fine. But the point is that after I beat this guy up, he should then fight John Long. John Long, the karate instructor that he put in torture cuffs and took to the dungeon.
I'm going to say this right now to my chat. I'm going to say this right now because I can't stand to hear that little whiny bitch voice. But I'm going to say this right now to my chat, and I want you guys to hear this. You guys can spread this right now, because right now on July 13th, right now I'm telling you live, for St. Jude's, I will fight Chili and John Long at the same time. Put it down. Put it in the chat. Whatever you want to do, spread the word. I'll whoop both their asses. For St. Jude's, I'll do them. I'll do it. I'll do them both at the same time. And NCR, I can't hear you, buddy. You're so broken. It's just literally it's just like echo in the back. Oh man, that drives me crazy. I'm sorry, but somebody that trash talks and has nothing to step up to, no way to be able to do anything to validate anything he's ever done. 100%, nothing. And he still runs his mouth like that. Guys, he's 5'7" and maybe 180 pounds. And he's got about this much cauliflower ear. Okay. He's had a little bit of wrestling experience, maybe in high school, maybe in college, whatever. He's never, ever, ever been in a fight, boxing, MMA whatsoever. Okay? And he still talks like that. Remember that. Now, mark down what I said. I will take 2 on 1 for charity. And guess what? I ain't taking a dime. What we raise for charity, I'll show you goes to charity. Just remember that. That drives me crazy. Man, sit there talk about making money on this stuff and then talk about going to whoop my ass. Boy, you better wake up earlier and you better get your ass off that couch and now that damn van driving around too, because I'm going to tell you right now, on September, I'll guarantee if you show up, I'm going to teach you what humility is. That just pisses me off. I don't know if anybody else gets aggravated when somebody does that kind of stuff, but I mean, this guy seriously came into this talking about how he's going to whoop. You damn right I talk trash too. Yeah, but the only difference is, guess what? I talk trash because my ass has been in the gym 7 days a week, and I started training and I started working out when I was like 6 years old. This guy has no record of anything. That showed me one video that he's done anything.
I've seen him jog.
Yeah. Well, his sprints are more like a jog. But that just, he's sitting there talking about that. Just, I'm sorry, guys, but that just really, you ain't gonna take on anything but your own mouth. Nobody even knows who you are, dude. You're an internet troll. Seriously. Here's the thing, okay? Is anybody that's going to talk about the stuff that he's talking about trying to make money on it, if you guys can't see how that's a problem, I'm sorry, but that's a problem. That's just not right. I mean, this is all supposed to be about St. Jude's, and that's what gets me so upset. I mean, let's face it. If you're going to do it for St. Jude's, do it for St. Jude's. It's just, I mean, sorry, but that just kind of hit me and just, I don't sit right with me.
It don't sit right with anybody who's got a conscience.
That's just the way that I look at it too. So put a 1 in the chat right now if any of you all think that that's wrong, that you're going to actually talk about trying to make money off fighting for St. Jude's. I'm no what? Bulls, I don't, but you're nothing to me. Nobody knows who you are. I don't care.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, sir. A little bit.
All right. How about now?
No. I don't know what's going on with it, man.
All I know is this. If he's going to run his bulldog mouth, he better back it up.
You know what? I don't even care about the fact that he's talking about, beat me. I don't give a damn. I think he's talking about some guy that I don't even know who he's talking about. Somebody told him a story about something, some John Long guy. I don't even know who that is, but okay. If you want him to beat me up too, it just drives me crazy. But the biggest thing that really pissed me off more than anything is the fact that he's talking about making some money out of this, because I was under the assumption that this was going to be all for charity. And now all of a sudden it's not. So that really kind of drives me crazy.
That's what we were all led to believe, is he agreed is going to be a charity match.
That's kind of what I thought too. I'm sorry. Are you talking about literally volume? I'm sorry. I just didn't know what you're talking about. Are you bragging about being in jail, dude? Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, seriously. Like, if you're so crazy about Chili, then why are you on my stream? Go over there and love on him. I don't really care. The only thing that really matters to me is the fact that this guy literally just was talking about making money from a charity fight. Ugh. Anyway, let's get back on topic. So the idea is with the whole bits and AFA, if we can get that sanctioned and get everything going on that, and those two guys can be a part of this, that would be so cool. it just blows my mind that those two guys are willing to step up and do this too, just out of nowhere. That's awesome.
It also shows who the bigger men are. If they're willing to do this to raise money for some sick kids, it shows, they got the right things going on in their head.
Right. Well, I don't know that they're actually doing St. Jude's. I should have said that. I spoke way too soon. I don't know. I don't know if they're interested in St. Jude's. Okay. All I know is that they were interested in a charity, so I don't want to speak for them. So,
right.
I just,
and I don't want to do that either. But any charity they're willing to do that for is a good thing.
Right. I absolutely agree, and that's the way that I was looking at it too. Is if this is an opportunity that they can do something good for a good charity, then man, that's awesome. Awesome. And I'm assuming that they'll probably work together to figure out what the charity will actually be, I guess. I don't know, but I would think maybe St. Jude's, but that was never been. And for the record, I'm supposed to like meet up with Bits like in a little while, I think. And if that's the case, then I should be able to get a little bit more details on what maybe if they talked about charity.
So, are you going to get him to eat lightning and crap thunder?
Absolutely. I've said this, Jeebus. I've said this multiple times. I will submit to any test that's required, any test whatsoever, as long as he will too. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem whatsoever submitting anything. As a matter of fact, I will say this: if somebody else will provide the test, I'll do it. Not even make him, because I would certainly recommend 100% that he takes performance enhancing drugs, because it's the only chance he's got to not literally get knocked the fuck out. So he probably should be taking them. Just my opinion.
I'm going to grab his stream and download so I can watch it later. I want to break that down.
They're saying that maybe your volume's up too loud. You need to drop your volume if it's possible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Art, that's what we're talking about. That's why we had it up a minute ago, but it just aggravated me and I took it off because I can't stand to listen to it. The idea of somebody actually trying to make money off a charity fight, man, I mean, the whole idea that I was going into this was the fact that I was going into this to do this for St. Jude's. And I get it. You're putting your body through stuff. I do get that. And honestly, I can appreciate that as I've gotten older. Trust me, I can appreciate that more and more. But I wouldn't have agreed to it, man. I mean, if I didn't know what was up, I know what I'm putting myself through. I know what's up. Why not? It's one time. It's 9 minutes at the most. 3-minute rounds. I'll do it. I'll do it for charity.
3 if you knock him out hard.
You know what? Everybody keeps telling me now that he's telling me I can't take him down. Okay. Gosh, he's got a lot of confidence in his 30 years ago wrestling. That's amazing to me. Hey, Uncle Artie, you want the link to come up so you can be a troll? I'll send you the link, Artie, so you can come up and be an aggravating troll to me, too. That's what you are anyway. Woo, let's see here. What we got? The steroids aren't going to help Chili. I don't know. I say that because honestly, if I was in his position and I hadn't trained really to fight for probably 30 years and hadn't had any real experience of getting punched in the face, I would probably try to do anything I could to make sure that I had every advantage I could. Look at Artie. Artie, you just had to have the pig up there, didn't you?
Oink, oink.
Oink, oink. What's going on? What's going on, Artie?
Well, you haven't seen 240 since you were in junior high, and he's going to put his finger on you and pin you. That's all he has to do, from what he's saying.
Hold me down.
Troll
Hunter, I don't know. I'm assuming because he said I put him in cuffs or something. I don't know. I would be more than happy to meet whoever he's talking about so I can recall anything. I've never Not that doesn't ring any bells to me. How's that? I don't remember anybody by that name other than that's just what he said.
Well, here's the thing: if you want to see the caliber of people, hey, you're doing this for charity. You have other than you getting in massive shape for the shit, you're gaining nothing from it. You've actually even brought on board about bringing awareness to suicide, veteran suicides and stuff for this month, and challenged everybody. And you did a 20. I mean, you got everybody to do a streamathon over the weekend for St. Jude's.
Right.
What's he doing? Running his little bitch ass and saying, "Well, I got a bookie that we're going to put up a link on my site where you can make some money, and 20% will go to St. Jude's." Yeah, what's your cut, bitch? We know better than that.
What's hemorrhoids doing that we need to get rid of? He can. I mean, he can. I don't care if he wants to. He's got his opinion. That's perfectly fine, as long as he's not being mean to any of you guys saying nasty things. I don't. I mean, he's.
Hey, can you make Unclean Hands a mod? This guy's awesome.
I thought he was. I thought he was a mod. Okay, let me step off just as you guys.
I just heard something slightly disturbing, Chad, that you might want to be aware of.
Okay.
Chili says he can't go to sleep at night if he thinks about you in the fight.
He can't go sleep at night if he thinks about me?
Yeah, he says he gets so aggravated, so raged up that
I don't think that's what it is.
I
think we just shared a moment. Okay. Chili, I'll be honest, Chili. If you will come on my stream right now, I will sing to you. I will sing a song to Chili right now if you will come on.
I'm not the best guitar player, but I'll get my guitar and I will fucking play.
Hey, hang on just a second, guys. I'm going to see if I can. Artie, you guys talk for a second. Let me go over and see if I can add him, okay?
Yeah. Isn't it kind of funny that old Chad's got that picture of his arms around Chili, and now Chili's saying that, make those two look like a couple. Come on.
Somebody who is good with Photoshop, please do that, and I will make that my fucking avatar until the day of the fight. Even in all my videos, I will do that.
Nah, I wouldn't do something like that. Oh, when I get home, I'm definitely going to be doing something about Cholita. Oh, my God. I mean, you want to talk about a scumbag, you're going to get a bookie to try to make a profit off of doing a charity. Well, 20% will go to charity.
No, 20%, if anything, if it's going to be profit, should go to you. The rest should go to charity. If you're going to do it that way.
I'll go straight money goes to the charity. Screw that. I think that's just it shows you the caliber of a person you are for even suggesting something like that. It's supposed to be about the kids and you trying to be able to put a pig in his place and beat him up. Yeah, okay.
Chili's saying that Chad's the bully and he's going to put him on the canvas over and over again. I don't see that happening.
I was sitting with Chad earlier today, and I honestly believe that Chili's got a homoerotic dream about being raped by a cop and acting like if he's not going to fight it, but oh no, oh baby, don't stop, type of thing.
Maybe he likes a man in uniform. I'm just saying. He's always chasing around cops. Maybe he's got a cop fetish.
Yeah.
He's a badge bunny.
Yeah, I'm at work in our little break area outside, so I really can't go as far into as what I want. I'm really being restrained right now. Really being restrained because of what you're saying.
I would say this. I personally believe, my personal opinion, I think Chili is a badge bunny.
Okay, you guys are seriously making me not want to fight this guy, okay?
I'm sorry. It's his words.
The more you guys...
what do you think I'm doing?
The more you guys are talking about this, the more I'm sitting there thinking, no, wait a minute. This was funny at first, but now you're getting me to think, well, okay, you're talking about him.
You told me to come up here and be a troll.
I didn't realize you were going to be so good at it.
Hey, he even recognized me as a professional troll and banned me. What's up with that? Come on.
Yeah.
Some clarity here.
Let us all agree.
Do you want me to troll you hillbilly style or Hollywood style? Which way you want it, Chad?
What's the difference?
No.
Hillbilly style is actually being real. Doing a Hollywood style, I had to put makeup on. And if I put a wig on, that's doing it Vegas drag style.
I thought the difference was $20.
For the record, guys, I want to clarify. Okay, I am absolutely 100%, and I mean this as certain as I can be. Okay, I'm 100%. Everything that I was supposed to make to begin. I don't know where all this came from. I don't know if this is happening literally in front of our eyes about him asking for money. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I don't know, but I was under the impression that there would be only money that was made for St. Jude's. That's what I was under the impression of. If there's something else that I don't know about, I'm sure that the promoter will tell me. I don't know. Okay. As far as I know, the only thing that was going on was we were supposed to do a fight for all the proceeds to go to St. Jude's from us. So I don't know what's going on, and I'm kind of speechless at this point, right in the middle of this live stream, because I didn't anticipate that.
The promoter's getting in on what Chili's end of it.
Well, I don't think. I think that probably what's happened is he's basically saying, that I don't know. I mean, you guys heard what I heard. You know what I mean? Like,
I can understand the promoter doing the pay-per-view, cashing in on it. I mean, it's not free, to do all this stuff. But everything else, hey, yeah, charity, go
Hey, Joshua Lee, what's up, man? Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of like aggravated right now because, and then of course him talking about somebody named John Lane or what was his name?
John Long.
I don't know where all this stuff comes from, like where people say, oh, well, you did this to me or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, I really have no clue who you even are. Like, just blows my mind. I've had people actually contact me and say stuff like, oh, well, I remember this one time you did this and this and this. And then like 5 minutes later, they're like, oh yeah, never mind. That wasn't you. Oh, okay. Yeah. It wasn't even the same police department. Oh, okay. Yeah. I work for police.
It reminds me of an episode on Reno 911 where this psycho guy is going after the cops and, stalking them all over the place and kind of find out, we don't know who you are. He's like, oh, wrong city. So he takes off and I'm just like, oh my God. All right, guys, I got to go. I'm getting text from my boss. I'm going back to work.
Appreciate you coming up, Artie. I like I said, man, I'll get with you later. We'll talk about more stuff.
Oh, yeah,
all right, later.
He's just put some more kindling on that fire. He says you're going to find out within the 10 to 15 seconds of the first minute that he's on a whole nother level than you are.
Okay, hang on a second so you guys can see this. Really?
He's talking like within the first minute, he's taking you out. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm not prepared for this.
I'm not.
We've all been watching your journey to get back into shape for this. And he's talking technique that you ain't got no technique. He's got all the technique. You've been training in jiu-jitsu, grappling, boxing. You're incorporating an actual resume of skill. What's he doing but bring that resume of his mouth?
Yeah, I mean, and once again, I've told you guys, I know he's wrestled, but I'm assuming that's about all he's done. I don't know, but even with it doesn't matter. The whole reason that I've taken this whole thing on was I want to do something for St. Jude's, and this is my last go around, guys. I'm 43 years old. My body's been through hell. I don't know if you guys can see this, but if you can look you can see that big old scar right there. It's where my elbow got destroyed and I had to have surgery. So I've been through it, man. I won't be able to do it again, so I won't be able to actually live this excitement again, so this is my last chance to do so. And I thought, man, what better way to do it than St. because let's face it, Nobody wants to pay to see me fight. You know, I'm an old man. I'm nobody. I'm just a local police captain here that nobody knows about. Nobody's going to pay to see me fight. So me taking on an actual fighter and getting in the cage and trying to get paid, it's not like that journey's ever going to happen. You know, because if I fought, you know, somebody at that level, some of the bigger guys, I'm probably going to have a really bad day, right? But, you know, as far as doing something good for St. Jude's, I'm perfectly game, you know. Smitty, let me see if I got a link, buddy, that I can share in the chat here.
I will say this about the bits and
hey, NCR, can you put the link in the chat? Because I don't have that copied anymore. I'd have to go out of the screen to get it.
For Chili stream or
no, for ours, so that we can bring Smitty up.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Y'all be punching. Wait a minute. You're going to be punching in with me spiritually. Does that mean, wait a minute, though. I want to make sure. Does that mean you guys are going to be getting hit in the face with me spiritually, too? Because I think I'm going to be feeling them a lot more physically. Just for the record.
Yeah, I just posted it in regular chat for him.
Okay. Appreciate it.
But I was wondering, are you going to train not Josh, but Bits in a particular style of boxing, such as being a striker or an outboxer?
My goal is to work with him physically. Okay. My goal is to teach him a basic properties of fight stance, blade your body, you know, hand movement, foot movement, and a little bit of shoulder stuff. I'm not going to try to stuff in anything special between here and September. I want to teach him footwork. I don't even know if he's right or left-handed. I don't know anything about him. Did you get it, Smitty? Because I see your girl.
Is Smitty on Discord? Like if he's on Anthony's
I don't know. You did put it in the chat, right?
Yeah, I sent it right there in the chat. I'll put it up again.
Okay. But yeah, I don't plan on getting too deep into it to say that I'll be able to work with him on any, you know, particulars. I'm assuming, you know, a little bit of when I trained, you know, just strictly boxing, I was more kind of squared, not really like a peekaboo type fighter like Mike Tyson was, like this type thing, but I still had, you know, kind of a tight guard type thing like this. But once again, I've never even met Bits in person, guys. This will be my first time I get to meet the guy, so I don't know anything about him whatsoever. So we're going to work hard, and I'm going to work my butt off with him, and I'll be happy to work with Josh too. I don't know if Josh would. I mean, he's obviously a long way away from me, but it wouldn't bother me a bit to do something like that. Yeah, I get you, Bill. You're right. You're absolutely right. The mental hopscotch stuff. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's cool to talk a little trash and stuff. What I don't like is when he starts bringing up people's names and trying to spread nonsense about me. That kind of ticked me off. But the main thing that really pissed me off out of all that was when he starts talking about the fact that he's going to try to make money off of a charity fight. Man, that just aggravates me, man. I mean, I get it. Like, okay, like, for instance, and I didn't hide it from you guys, you know, keeping it criminal, provided this computer for me. You know, not as a payment for a fight, but because he was just trying to bless me as somebody that he and I built a relationship, and, you know, they'd done that for me. And Bits and Pieces gave me the headphones just as friends. And then I also had a local business that provided me fight shorts. I didn't ask for it. I didn't anticipate it, but it was a blessing to me. But as far as accepting money, I've never, it just blows my mind. I don't know. And once again, let me rephrase it. Let me make sure everybody understands. I'm not saying the promoter's doing anything wrong with this, because I want you guys to remember the promoter is having fights in September for regular fighters. He's going to make money. He's a promoter. That's what he's wanting to do. He is allowing with his involvement with us, he's allowing us to actually fight on his card. He's not saying by any means that he's not making money. What I'm saying is I don't think Chili and I should be trying to worry about making money, you know, because that seems like that's the only interest Chili's had at this point. That's the first time I've seen him fired up about this fight, was he thinks about getting in there and making money. So But for those of you who actually think, once again, we got 70 people in the chat or whatever. I want everybody to light up. I want you to put a 1 in the chat if you think Chili has no chance on holding me down or been able to keep me from a takedown, and a 2 if you think he's going to do what he says he's going to do, able to keep me up. 1 if you say he's full of shit. 2 if you think that there's no way, or that there's no way I can stop him. He's going to hold me down because he says that he's going to hold me down. He's going to dominate me, right?
I say he won't do Jack. Smitty, are you in? I see it right here on Miss Andy's Discord. I'm going to send you a message with the link.
I think there was somebody else that just asked about coming up. Anybody else just said they wanted to come up? I'm sorry. I got my blood pressure up there thinking about some Cobra Kai and some people.
I told you, you need to come in there like Zhu Xiaodong, fly knee to the face, drop him.
Oh, gosh. All right, so
I sent Smitty the link in Discord, so hopefully he got the message.
oh, let's see. Smitty, are you there, buddy?
Hey, oh, yes, I'm here, bro.
Your volume's a little hot, bud. You might want to bring her down just a notch.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you're coming in at a chili. We need you to come down to like a 4 or 5.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Hey, I got to ask, 13 FPS. Obviously, you're talking about feet per second. Is that a firearm reference? I'm just curious.
How's that, better?
A little bit better. Just a little bit. Let's see. Chili runs 20 feet. So you know what, though? I can't say much because today I went over, guys, I gotta share this with you. Like, so today I went to Tataris MMA first. I started off my day and we worked some grappling and stuff today. And submission fighting type stuff. And I'm assuming 1300 FPS, 9mm plus P, somewhere around there maybe. Okay, so with all that being said, I work grappling, right? And I'm like, and I mean, it felt good. I was tired. It felt good, whatever. But then I go and I was like, I'm gonna take a run. So I go to the park to run. And guess what? I am like, I don't know if it's the humidity or if it's just like a bad day for me or whatever, but I was like, oh my God, like it was just one of those really bad days where my cardio is just really, really low. And I have those occasionally. Like occasionally I'll have really, really good days in cardio and occasionally not at all. So we'll see how that gets better.
Is it better now?
Yeah, I think you're a little better, Smitty.
Oh, all right. Oh my God.
I want to touch base on this too. Let me see. I thought to highlight that. To be honest, I don't really want to fight anybody else. And the reason being is the only reason that I even took this fight was because I really want to do something good and I wanted that last raw type thing. And then Chili kind of made a personal type thing of the way he acted with some of my guys at the PD. But I don't really want to go through all that stuff, with somebody else. It's just kind of one of the things with Chili. I'm 43, so like, I mean, I'm kind of past all that. So, but yeah, I'm not really interested in fighting anybody else. As long as we can do something good for charity, then I'm absolutely positive. I think I'll be happy with that. Man, who's bad mouthing me now? Since somebody said bad mouth. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know who would be talking smack about poor old me. I'm old and fragile. Oh, man. Unclean hands, what'd you do? He's going to be pissed. Oh, I can only imagine. 43 years old. You're absolutely right. I'm very old. I'm very old. This is my last go, guys. Because I'm not gonna. Okay, unclean. I figured that's what you're doing. I just said that, but I'm. This is my last hurrah. Win, lose, or draw. This is it. I won't be putting my body through this anymore.
Win, lose, or draw. St. Jude wins in the end.
That's right. That's right. Art, 72 years old, and I can imagine, but my body, I'll be blessed to see 72, man. We'll see. 43 years old in age. Oh, man. Let me ask you guys a question. As far as what you guys have seen, and I want you guys to understand that a lot of the stuff that I try to do when I do my videos daily is I try to share with you as much as I can about what I do without being able to actually have the resources to be able to video or whatever. But more specifically, I don't really like showing my fight training because I don't like being able to give my opponent a game plan whatsoever. And that was specifically at the request of my coaches, is that I shouldn't specifically put a whole lot of stuff on training on video, just because I think that might be, a way that he could kind of study me a little bit. So that's kind of the reason I do that. But would you guys be interested in seeing a little bit more actual live training type stuff? Maybe even not as much me, but just some kind of stuff that we do at the gym at Tataris, and actually maybe see some of that. I'd be happy to talk to them, because I got a few guys down there that they just had their fights and they're not going to be fighting again for a while, so they probably wouldn't mind to do it.
I would say show your stuff after the fight.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was anticipating. Yeah, I've got a little bit of stuff recorded that I haven't shared, just because I wanted to wait until after the fight. I figured it would just be better to wait until after the fight to share some videos.
You don't want him getting any kind of advantage on you.
No, I agree. Absolutely agree.
So I got a younger brother. He trained in MMA and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, all that stuff for years. And the one thing he would always do was break down fight and training videos.
It's honestly, like, I've seen a couple of these some of these like defensive tactics guys or whatever, like self-defense guys on YouTube, and I'm going, I hope nobody's really taking that to heart, because that's going to get you hurt. Like, there's some stuff on there that just blows me away. It's like, that's really bad advice.
Detroit Urban Survival Tactics comes to mind.
I don't remember anybody. I really don't. I don't remember anybody's channel, but I've seen some that are kind of out there.
I'll describe it, and then you'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember him.
I mean, I think I do know who that channel is. I just can't remember if his stuff's any good or not.
It's not. It's all... He's got a video where he says, if a fire-striking gun, such as a 9mm or a semi-automatic handgun, is onto your chest, if you clap your hands hard enough onto the slide fast enough, you will stop it from firing.
Oh, so he's like saying, like, you can knock it out of battery. Is that what he's talking about?
He's talking about stopping it from firing in general.
Okay. Well, technically, there is a little bit of truth to that. Technically, if the slide is moved back just a little bit, it can potentially knock it out of battery, meaning that it removes the firing pin from the potential from the hammer, possibly. But that's a really, really tough thing to play with your life.
Another tactic of his is, let's say you are surrounded by a group of people. Your best way to get away from them is to dance around them, pushing them back.
Oh my, let's see who we've added to the stream right now. The man of the day, the man of the hour, my man, my Rocky Balboa, as I'm your Mick. Bits and pieces. What's up, my man?
I'm actually waiting on my fiance here at the gym. So I overheard some things.
Did you now?
on my way here from Sweetie's stream.
Yeah.
So
he's going to beat me up pretty bad, I guess.
That's what I heard. That's what he said. He's doing this for money now, right?
It did seem kind of that way. I don't know. Once again, I had to turn it off, man, because he when he starts running his mouth like that, it really ticks me off. Especially when he starts talking about making money on it. I'm sort of thinking, dude, you can't just stop for a minute to do something good. Like, I wanted so bad to, like, I swear to you, you guys may not believe this, but I swear to you, when I very first met this guy, I wanted to like him because I'm a constitutionalist, and I wanted so bad to think that somebody really did want to do something for a good cause. But it took me about 5 minutes to say, please stop being a dick. I mean, like, why are you doing this? If you really are good natured and you really are civic minded, then stop being what you're being, really, you know?
Yeah. Like, I caught some of it. I know earlier today he was talking about it. I kind of hopped in there for a few minutes, and he called me a troll because I called him out, and he had some of these little goons like come at me.
Oh, surely not. We had a couple of his goons in here for a little bit.
Yeah, I seen one. I was getting ready to reply to one of them, the one that says he's from Boyd County. I don't even know his name. Not really important, but I seen him talking trash. Said how he wants to fight you.
I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight anybody, and I mean, I'm only fighting Chili because I want to do this for a good cause, and because I think Chili's got a big mouth and needs to be shut. Exactly. But I mean, as far as that goes, I think Chili's he's putting on a little bit of it. I'm sure he's probably kind of hyping the fight too, which is a good thing. Just like I kind of try to do. I just kind of, in my opinion, like the way I do it, I kind of try to do it a little bit more in fun type thing. You know what I mean? Like, I hope that people kind of pick up on that when I'm doing videos and I'm talking smack. I'm kind of just having fun with it, but like, it feels like he almost kind of like tries to make it personal. And like, I'm going, come on, dude, you know?
Well, what I think it's like he's trying to make a spectacle out of it. Which, I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, it's a really big deal, but the way he's doing it, he's a bad actor to begin with. But, he's just feeding his goons, basically. And, I feel sorry for his fans at this point.
Yeah.
I noticed that, he gets on there and say, oh, hit that like button. You don't see a lot. I mean, there's maybe 100 or so likes. And, he might have 200, 300 people in his chat. But my question is, how many of those are legit accounts? One thing, because I'm starting to think, and I'm sure a lot of people in the community starting to think is that, out of those 40-some thousand people that he has, how many of those are stock accounts, bot accounts? I can't take him serious, like, at all. And just the behavior of how his chat is, how his I can't talk. I'm so flustered right now.
We all got flustered when we see Chad in a tank top now.
Well, I was on the phone with the bank. I ordered somebody tried to steal money from me a couple of weeks ago. Using my card somehow, and I requested a new card, and they said 7 days, and it's been 2 weeks, and I was on the phone with them. They're like, "Oh, it'll take 12 more days." Like, come on.
I gotta address this. I'm just curious, really, if Chili's gonna win. I'm curious what draws you to that conclusion. What makes you think that he's gonna win? Because he told you that he would? Or was it his extensive fight history or experience that you're aware of, or I'm curious what it is that, because I mean, you see that I'm putting in training every single day and training like a real fight camp, and he's obviously not. And I'm not saying that he's not a great fighter. I'm just curious for somebody to say he's going to win. What gives you that security?
Well,
play the devil's advocate and the troll here. Is it because he has the morphing grid still?
I love that.
And you've seen what I can do. I'm just curious how that is. You've seen what I can do.
I took a couple things from his streams today. One, he says he's the Pamela Anderson for gay men. He said that, and now he's saying he's a God lover, which I'm pretty sure he came out a while back, said he didn't believe in God, but now he's a God lover, and he is considered the Pamela Anderson for gay men. That's what he said today. Other than his, belligerent ranting, like nothing really. I mean, he's used the same shit every day, and people just feed into it.
Did I always put my money on Mike Tyson? I never bet on a fight ever.
Yeah, I've never bet on a fight before.
I to be honest, I was so young at the time, but even then, even when he fought Evander Holyfield, no, I actually had Holyfield picked just because I seen Holyfield's heart. I mean, he was just a good all around boxer. I knew Tyson was a little bit out of his game. So I kind of honestly, even as a little kid, or I was really young at the time, I remember thinking that Holyfield would probably win that fight. But I will say there is a few guys that I would always put my money on that I've been wrong on. I would say that probably, let me think of some ones that I would probably definitely. Oh, that new kid. Well, he's not new, I guess. That Garcia kid. If somebody in the chat, what's his name? What's the Garcia kid's name that fights for Oscar De La Hoya? Anybody know that? Is it Ryan Garcia? Is that his name? Man, he is something skilled. He is a super, super boxer. Are you drinking Mountain Dew?
Zero sugar. Zero sugar.
I want everybody in the chat right now. Everybody in the chat to tell Bits to put that down and pick up a water bottle. I'm telling you.
What is it, Bits?
I'm your Mickey. Listen to your Mickey.
This will be my last one. I'll make this one my last one.
Come
on.
Bits. By the time Chance done with you're going to be eating lightning and crapping thunder.
I think you're right, Troll Hunter. I think it's Ryan Garcia. Is that young kid that fights for De La Hoya on his promotions? Man, he's something else. And Lumachenko is too, man. Whoo, wow, those guys are skilled. But there's a few guys that I am absolutely. Yes, he is. Michelle, he really is drinking Mountain Dew, and he says it's zero sugar. That don't matter. It don't matter because you should be drinking water because you need water to be able to hydrate to be able to make sure that your muscles grow.
Hey, random.
He's trying to change the subject.
Oh, no, I'm just saying in chat there. Random Country says, sorry, Chile's going to win. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on an answer for that. Like I could tell you 100% that I don't have a problem with you having that opinion. I'm just curious what drew you to that conclusion. Is it just because you just favor Chile or because you know something about him that we don't know? Because I don't know anything except for the fact that he, I guess, was a high school wrestler or something. I don't know anything else. Everything else that he said he done, he lied. I mean, we've kind of proven that. He said he trained at the Lions Den, but we've literally spoke to people that have, direct connection with the Lions Den that said it never happened. He's not a fighter, in my opinion.
Is he going to say he trained with Shamrock next?
No, he already said he trained with Shamrock, and Shamrock blatantly. I shared some screenshots on Facebook and other places and stuff. Shamrock blatantly say, I don't know who that guy is, and I would not support somebody who goes around and and tears up officer memorials and stuff or whatever. So yeah, he's kind of full of it when it comes to that, in my opinion.
You'd be proud of me today.
Oh, wait a minute! I gotta address this. Please explain to me what immoral laws we are enforced to enforce, because I don't know what we are forced to enforce. Because if it's a law against society, generally speaking, we have somewhat discretion. Depends on the nature of the law in the state of Ohio, at least. But go ahead, Bits. Tell us what I'm gonna.
So I started my diet today.
Okay.
Actually started it. I had a wrap. I don't know if that I usually go with bread, but I went with a wrap this time.
Okay.
But that's all I've ate today is that, and that's all I've ate today was just a wrap, and yeah, I want to keep on dieting.
He's
Day
trying to
one.
change the subject. Okay, listen, folks. He's trying to change the subject. He's trying to brag on himself. Talked about how he had a wrap while he's sitting there drinking his Mountain Dew Code Red or whatever it is. Okay, come on, man.
You want to cut out sugars to the bare minimum. You want to go with a nice, healthy diet. Get a mix of that fruit, vegetables, carbs, and meat. You know, I'm telling you, don't just do that whole one meal thing. Then you're not going to lose any weight, brother.
No, you have to eat a lot. Actually, what I've noticed is I actually have to eat almost about every 2 hours, sometimes 90 minutes. You'll actually probably eat a lot more.
My problem is what I do eat. It's junk, like fast food and stuff like that. I really need to not do that anymore.
All right, I'm going to say this, and this will help you out.
Okay, hang on a second, guys. We got to address this chat. Okay, competition isn't allowed in government monopoly. Okay, to fight crime, you must be a government gang member. I'm a gang member.
Oh, what's up? Me too. Let's hang out.
Are you in the Bloods or the Crips?
I guess I'm in the I don't know, the police pig group, I guess.
Well, according to the FBI, since I'm a juggalo, I'm a gangbanger, so what's up, brother? Let's hang out.
No kidding. Well, what I'm actually referring to specifically is about as being a peace officer, is crimes against society, generally speaking, I have a certain level of discretion, meaning that if I see somebody doing something that doesn't necessarily have an individual victim, then I have a little bit of discretion. Some things I don't. Okay. Like for instance, I've never in my career written a ticket for seatbelt. Okay. Simply not because I don't think you should be wearing a seatbelt, because I certainly do. But there are times that I get in my vehicle and I forget to put my seatbelt on. So I personally don't write tickets for that because I feel like I'd be hypocritical if I did. So I try not to do anything that would make me a hypocrite. Okay. And I'm not saying that's everybody. I'm just simply saying that's how I do things. Frankie, where have you been? Like, you're running late. Did you just now get here? I just now seen you pop up in the chat. So, but yeah, as far as let me tell you what I've learned though, Bits. Protein-based diet, lots of water, which isn't Mountain Dew.
Look, I will tell you this, from me being a diabetic, at this time last year, I was like 310. Now I'm down to, within a matter of a few months, like 4 months now, I'm 273, 272.
Oh, wow.
I've cut the sugars out. I haven't cut it out completely, but I've watched my sugar intake. And, you know, that diet pop, zero pop, it ain't going to work. It's the same thing.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
If you want to go with something sweet, palate cleansing, go with a fruit juice. Check the sugar content, check the concentrate content, and then always check whatever you get, the added sugars.
Okay. Yeah, I want to do my best to make this my last Mountain Dew.
You have got to be a pure chili, just like what now? If you think governments are allowed to fight crime, let me guess, this is some sovereign citizen nonsense about how this is only what crimes are, and this and this and this, and only God said what laws were, right? It's going to be one of those type things. Because I can tell you this, the same God that you and I probably agree on existence says to obey the law of the land. Okay? And it says, when in Rome, give Caesar his due, which was the leader in the government. Okay? So you tell me how that's not going to apply, please. Uh-oh, Bits, look who's in the chat.
Who we got in the chat? Hey, oh, damn.
It's time to turn it up, Bits. Time to turn it up.
My
Let me
God.
play a little Eye of the Tiger for you.
Josh, I'm just telling you. I'm just going to say it right here. I'm just going to say it.
Say it, buddy.
I'm going to take you downtown to.
He's going to beat you like Chili's going to beat me.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Something different.
I'm gonna take you out, man, to McDonald's or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna take you out.
Smitty, I see you're backstage, but man, your signal must be bad or something, because every time I click on you, it just won't let me bring you up. I don't know what's going on, buddy. Talk that smack, Bits. Pour it on, buddy.
I am terrible at it. It's not in my nature to do that, but Josh, I'm just going to tell you, man, I'm going to practice. I'm going to train as much as I can, and hopefully maybe we'll have fun. You might kick my ass for sure. That's a possibility, but I want to give it my best, and I hope, whatever happens with it is for a good cause. Yeah, that's my smack talking. I
don't think we're going to work on that.
We'll have to work on that a little bit.
Shh. Just for the record. I'll tell you what, Josh Abrams, I'll talk for him. Okay? I'm going to tell you this. When you bring your accountant abilities down here, that calculator ain't going to help you, boy. When you get in the cage with the bits and pieces, he's going to turn you into bits and pieces. And you're literally going to be calling Chili for a ride in his automated van to ride you back up north. I'm telling you. And yes, Frankie, we're going to be 4-ounce gloves, and I think I don't know what Kentucky Athletic Commission is going to require for boxing. Oh, wait a minute, Bits. Wait a minute. I think Josh wants to come on.
Yeah, let's do it. He's going to come on.
He says, send me a link. So, oh
no. Here he comes.
Oh, it's going to be on now.
I don't know what Kentucky Athletic Commission.
I got a little bit of something echoing.
Oh, that's my fiance. She's watching.
Oh, okay.
I turned it down.
Oh, we heard you.
Oh, good. Hi.
Listen here. On September 5th, we're going to have bits and pieces in the corner. Abrams and the accountabilities, and it's going to be pandemonium. We're going to have a rumble in the jungle again.
I just sent it. I don't know where he's at.
We need to get Jimmy Hart up in this.
You certainly are.
Hey, turn the camera back around on her, because I'm sure it'll aggravate her. We see you. You can't hide.
This is accountability.
Oh, wait a minute. I just had somebody else pop up. Let me see if I can pull them up here.
Uh-oh.
Your daddy just come on. Welcome your daddy to the show here.
Finally, AFA has come back to Ironton.
We can smell la. What's your...
Hey, listen, I don't know, Bits. You're going to have to step up your training, because I don't see much bits, but I'm looking at all the pieces, and I ain't scared none. I'm going to tell you something, bits and pieces. I'm going to beat you like Chili Wishy beat that GHB charge.
Oh!
All right?
I've
been clanging and banging. I'm the guy of Muay Thai, the dude in the nude. Well, not the nude part. That didn't come out the way that I wanted to. But I'm gonna get that ass. No, that didn't come out the way I wanted to either.
No. Phrasing, people, phrasing.
I'm going to tell you this, Josh. I'm going to tell you one thing. When I take you out to McDonald's, I'm not getting you a Happy Meal. You're going to have to write that off. There's not going to be any Happy Meals. There's going to be sad meals.
Well, speaking of McDonald's, why don't you get me some McNuggets? Because you're going to be the sweet when I hit you with that sour mix, son. It's going down to Chinatown. I'm going to hit you at the left. I'm going to hit you at the right. And then I'm going to hit the bed, because after 30 seconds, I'm going to be gassed.
Your face is broken than the McDonald's ice cream machine when it gets
No. Oh, you're done.
You're bringing in your valet, your ring manager, huh? That's fine, because you know what I got? I brought something myself, too. Look at the screen. That's baby chili. The baby's been in the stomach.
That's too much hope, man. That's way too much hope.
Hey, real fast, Josh. Did you catch any of Chili's stream just a little bit ago?
No, I didn't see it because I was too busy hitting the gym. I was literally punching the wall of a gym. I wouldn't go inside. It was too intimidating.
Oh, I understand. Well, evidently now, I don't know the details, but evidently now he's trying to make money out of this. I don't know what's up with that. I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to speculate. But also, he's going to beat my ass so bad that within the first, what was it, NCR, first 30 seconds? How was it? 30
He
seconds?
said at first within the first minute, then he dropped it down to the first 10 to 15 seconds. Chad will understand and go, wow, I'm at a whole nother level against this guy.
I'm literally going to stop the fight right there and get up and get a mic and be like, wow.
Well, if you've watched Chili's streams, you'll notice that he said he's the Pam Anderson for gay men. So what he really means is he's the 90s grainy, really worthless piece of porn for those gay men.
Okay. He also made this statement in there that he can't sleep at night when he thinks about the fight with Chad because he gets so amped up that he can't sleep at all.
See, to me, that's actually kind of touching. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like that kind of like. Thanks, Chili.
I mean, it's good to know that somebody's like dreaming about you. Like,
oh yeah, Tom said he wants a betting line on this. Read this chat right here.
The over-unders that Bits and Pieces is getting all of his bits and pieces surgically removed. And just so you guys know, I have training. Okay, I have a trainer that is with me right now, ready to go. 247 out the 365. Bam. Go ahead. Get that Bits. Get that Pieces. That's right. That's right. Get that Bits and that Pieces. That's right. That is a D police dog you're seeing there, classically trained.
That's that bear dog from the other day.
That's a D police dog, Chad. Part of the new AFA defense and protection line. They can sniff out Honeydew Donuts, Dunkin' Donuts, and all the above mentioned. And they also attack Bits and Pieces. The dingles and the berries.
For the record, I want to, Chuck, let me just tell you this. Anything that you click on my page is a link that goes direct to St. Jude's. It has nothing to do with me.
Well, he said he'll put up a website. He said that today he was going to put up a website for donations.
Well, I'm asking you guys to follow the link that I gave you. It goes direct to St. Jude's.
I just have one question with that. If I wanted to click on a link or a website that would directly go to St. Jude's, why not go straight to St. Jude's itself or click on Chad's link?
Because Chili's super fast, okay? He's super fucking fast, and he's faster than a spider monkey on a gay porcupine, like I'm going to be on Bits and then Pieces. And I'm going to tell you one thing right now, Bits and Pieces, all right? I got to go because I have an appointment at the fucking gym where I'm going to work out for the next 3 hours. Hold on, we can get ice cream in a second. I'm going to be working up for 3 hours to come for that ass. Yes, I want a hot fudge sundae with banana. Eating nutritiously, the banana. You know what I mean?
Right. It's actually like drinking vodka and orange juice. It's healthy because it's orange juice, right? I mean, nobody can argue that, right? I mean, it's like drinking orange juice. It's kind of like healthy.
And you know what? This is going to be a fair fight. It's going to be a fair fight. It's going to be mano y mano. It's going to be all natural. It's going to be organic. Me versus Bits and Pieces. Did you guys load up the tranquilizer gun? If you start winning, you just hit him.
You want to know where I'm at? I'm right here at Planet.
Uh-oh.
Fit this fist up your ass.
Listen, I'm telling you one thing, Bits and Pieces. I'm gonna wear your ass like a hat. I'm gonna stretch it over my ears. I'm gonna get nice and warm from it, and I'm gonna wear that ass as a hat. Okay, I'm gonna wear a Bits and Pieces hammock.
I think you went the wrong way with that again, Josh.
Just for that, I'm gonna shave my ass just for that.
I'll be honest with you. I swear to God, I literally just see now. I want a hot fudge. I swear now, you have generally made me want freaking ice cream now. Thanks so much.
I didn't say anything about ice cream. I said that I'm going to be hitting the Knight's Beam, which is the name of the gym.
Sorry, I misunderstood. Sorry, buddy.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
You're looking small, Chad. Maybe you should, start working on your muscles because you're looking fucking tiny. Yeah, I can do that too. I have an inflation device downstairs for my beach floaty. I can stick that thing up my ass and look your size in about 15 minutes.
I don't think that's good, buddy.
Listen,
I
it
think-
doesn't matter if it's good. It matters if you win super fast, like Chili's steroids.
I keep seeing this question pop up, so I want to address it too. I don't know about tests. Okay, the only thing that I know about is they do blood work. I don't know what that actually they're actually doing. Okay, but I've openly agreed to submit to any chemical test they want to ask of me. I don't have a problem.
You guys are going to want to test me for sure because, as you can probably see, I'm taking a ton of
I've seen-
steroids and no carbs. That's all. That's my diet is anabolic, Dynaballs, test, all that shit. I've taken tests at schools. I got so much test going on here.
Wow, that's crazy.
Taking that GHB. Don't let him lie. He's taking that GHB.
I am. I'm inserting it. I'm inserting it anally via the penis. Okay.
No, that's not good. That's a lot of work. It seems like.
Well,
Hey,
listen,
man.
being a prime time top fighter is not good. Okay. And I have been able to confirm that you might have Chad Goo, but I have a professional former WWE superstar that's going to be getting me ready for at least 7 to 12 minutes. I was only able to afford that much, but he'll be working with me, so you better be ready. Pieces of bits.
How much does Jimmy Hart cost on Cameo these days?
Well, no, it's not Jimmy Hart. I will tell you one thing. He was a winner of the series Tough Enough. He trained with The Rock, and he was also the hardcore champion of the WWE for about 26 minutes.
Oh, that's not very long.
I don't know.
Well, listen, I couldn't afford Stone Cold Steve Austin. The money goes to charity.
All right.
Real life.
Oh my gosh.
I got a puppy. Listen, I went to take my puppy to training today to tactical and protection training, and I had to have the puppy sit in the car, and I had to have the trainer train me to get ready for this fight. I'm taking any resources I can, and I can sit like a motherfucker.
I'd say you got that down.
I need to get my A game when it comes to bad mouthing. I'm not very good at it.
I told you
Yeah,
we're gonna
hey,
get you in the gym for that too, Rocky.
The only A that you get is type fucking diabetes, because I'm coming for that ass. If you smell what the Josh is cooking, I
Smell
made
what
that
Josh
up.
is
Like, you don't
cooking?
stop.
But I got
You don't stop. I made that up.
He's gonna hit
Sounds
you.
like
He's gonna hit you with those accountant abilities.
Listen, I'm gonna have my hand so far up your ass, I'm gonna tickle your brain, and you'll be thinking about me. You know what I'm saying?
It's bad. It's bad.
Vince, you missed a prime opportunity to come out with this. I'm gonna win so fast you think I'm Kate winning a trial against Chili.
Ooh.
All right. So when NCR's up here, we definitely have to have someone of comedic value. I get it.
Hey, my jokes suck, but at least I admit it.
Preparation for next time.
What's the chances? What's the chance of Kate to be a ring girl? What's the
Well, pretty high if you want no men in the audience. So I mean, there's that for marketing.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No,
See, this is why I wanted you up, Josh. This is why I literally texted you a little bit ago and said you
Kate
got it
cannot
up.
be the ring girl because the restraining order Chili gave her through Facebook Messenger. People, come on now. What's just gonna win on Chilito?
You guys know that show, Bear vs. Wild, Man vs. Wild?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like Bits versus fucking Jelly Donut. I'm coming for that ass. Okay? Bits versus Cruller.
He's really obsessed with your ass, honey.
He really is.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of man crushing. I'm gonna need that ass. So one
But
way
let
or
me ask-
another,
But let me
I'll
ask
beat
you
it or I'll take it.
let me ask you a question, Josh. But
Yes.
do you honestly stay awake at night and think about him like Chili does about me?
I do, because I'm looking to fuck something, and Bits and Pieces is something.
He's something else.
Well, I have you know, I've got herpes.
There you go.
That's fine. Listen, I'm always looking to try new things. Okay.
Oh
I'm like
gosh.
Chili. Actually, well, no, Chili's a trisexual. He'll try anything sexual once. But you know what I mean? I'm up for new things.
Oh my.
Bitch, we gotta get you up on hood videos.
So here's what we're gonna do, guys. Like I said before, I'm gonna look into this as far as what servers. I was live when Chili was, and he's talked to the promoter, so I don't know what's going on with all this stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna look into this more and see if I can get some answers to it and figure out what's going on. And as far as as far as money going to someplace else, I don't know until I find out, but I promise you I'm going to find out for myself, okay? As far as the other fight that we're here really to talk about, I'm telling you right now, to your daddy is about to get dealt with. Okay, because I'm telling you right now, I'm about to go down there and I'm gonna put on that Rocky jacket like Nick wore the yellow one.
Let me tell you something. You might as well call me porn star because I'm about to beat that pussy up. You heard? Okay.
Okay, that's it, Chad. We need to take Bits down to Atlanta, give him to a Waffle House, and start having him train with the line cuts on how fight goes down.
Listen, I will only appear due to contract restrictions at Blue Waffle Houses. Okay, so make sure Blue Waffle House.
I completely understand. Yeah, it's normal. Yeah,
like chili with Pierce, the Oyster Club.
Yeah, and listen, like I want to be challenged, so maybe you can step in the ring with Bits and Pieces, so I can have bits and pieces of that asshole of you, and that could be your tag team name. All right, and I'm going to take both of you. Listen, Chad Gruber. Okay, I'm going to tell you something right now. You can have muscles on top of muscles, doing deadlifts on the muscles. Daddy doesn't give a shit. Daddy's here to serve that whooping.
Yeah, he don't care. Daddy don't.
Is this going to be like Cartman trying to fight Kyle, that whole Christmas special, and just get one slap and you cry, Josh?
No, it's not going to be like Cartman trying to fight Kyle or Stan because I'm not going to be putting my balls in Butter's mouth. But we can call him Butters if you prefer.
Well, you hung out with Chili and he's got those buttery lips, so.
For the sake of the discussion, since I want to be on a serious note for a minute, I'm super excited. I'm super excited about our fight as well as this potential one that we're working on now. And I'm sure good things are coming, guys. I'm going to find out what all that's about. But as far as I'm concerned on my end, we're still going to really work to do something good for St. Jude's. And I hope that's overall the plan. And I'm not saying that that's not Chili's plan. I don't know. I heard
No, it's not his plan, Chad. He's not going to fight. He's going to look for any excuse he can not to fight. So you better take the time that you were clanging and banging and hanging them irons in the gym to make sure your boy Bits and Pieces is in the best, leanest, and meanest shape of his life. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. By the time Bits and Pieces sees me, he's going to look up for the ground and say, that was a bad idea.
Well, remember, because if he does, he's got to do the same thing I got to do. He's got to get up and take the microphone and say, "Wow,
yeah."
Remember?
No. So let's make a friendly wager. If Bits wins, then when I get up, I will have to say anything he wants. And if I win, then he has to get up and say, "That's the reason he stopped me today."
Question. On a serious note. How do you feel charity-wise? I know we have St. Jude's, but I was thinking on my end, maybe between you and I, suicide prevention charity.
I don't care, man. Any cause is a good cause. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I would throw in there the defund the Ironton Police charity, if that is one. If not, Chili will create it.
Chili's LLC.
Yeah.
Right.
By the way, my trademark, I thought it was going to take 6 months, but my patent on We Don't Stop should actually hopefully be done in time for the fight if I have to spend an extra $120 to get that done. So we'll have We Don't Stop, and Chili will be any money that we sue Chili for using intellectual property will also be donated to charity because he stole We Don't Stop, is what he did.
He did.
Oh,
Disclaimer. Charity could be the name of a stripper.
That's funny. So, oh my gosh, this is hilarious though. All right, so I want to make sure that everybody understands we're going to do positive things. It's a possibility now. Bits, you're wanting to do possibly like a suicide awareness thing, or okay. And Josh said he's up for anything as long as we can defund the Ironton Police. Which I mean,
well, we're probably going to have to, Chad. I think get maybe a depression charity because after this fight, Bits and Pieces is going to be severely depressed and he might need some assistance. So we'll try and help him out with that too. What do you got? HMO
Jokes
plan A, B12, BC29.
Try again, Bits. You guys walked on each other. You got to talk at the same time.
Joke's on you. I'm already depressed, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. I've been depressed my entire life.
All right, well,
the boy.
This isn't America's Got Talent. You know, the sob stories won't win this fight. The pure steroids and the shot of methamphetamine that I plan to take 10 to 12 seconds before this fight, that's what's going to win wars. Okay?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'll get my boy some brown here. Get him marching like he's back in Peru.
Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome though. Well, guys, keep in mind, here's the goal. September 24th is a scheduled fight. I was wrong before because originally I thought it was going to be like September 17th, but the promoter did tell me September 24th, Ashland, Kentucky, the Ashland Armory, National Guard Armory building over there. The gates open at 6 p.m. There is rumor that there will be a pay-per-view company that'll be involved. So you should be able to possibly rent the fight, as far as I know. Okay. I don't know that for certain. As far as the money details go, I was just blindsided with it, and I will figure out what's going on. But I can promise you, I will give everything that I got to make everything as good as we can for all of this. I'm sure Bits will. I'm sure Josh will as well. As far as their fight goes, I have not talked to the promoter about it on my end as far as getting their fight sanctioned or anything. But even if we can't do it there, we'll figure out something in some way to get that on a card some way so we can raise some money for another great charity. As I always do, I'd like to give everybody on my panel the opportunity for a last word. NCR, what you got?
I just want to say, Josh, you're a good sport for coming up, taking the ribbons. I respect you for being respectful, and I wish you guys the best of luck for your fight. And let's help out some charities.
Absolutely. Josh, you're up, buddy. What your last words?
Oh yeah. Okay, Chad Goo, Mr. Muscles, is that a peck or is that your neck? Who the fuck knows? Yeah, thanks. You said you're gonna try and get bits and pieces on the card. You're gonna need a whole fucking laminate copy for him. You're gonna need several cards so you can fit the whole picture of this ass whooping. Because finally, the Josh has come back to Ironton because he didn't skip out on warrants. Thank you.
And Bits and Pieces, you're up, my friend. Last words
Hope
on
you
your
have
behalf.
dental insurance because I'm going to make sure you have gingivitis. I'm going to make sure it happens. That was fucking terrible.
I was going to say, you could
I
have
really, honestly, I was waiting.
That could've been
I have to admit, I was truly waiting for a punchline, and it
Well,
just never came.
Well, listen, Chad. He cleared
What was
things up.
that?
He cleared things up. He's gonna be using open mouth headbutts during this fight, which is fine because I'll have some jet lag. I could use the wake up.
It's go to World Star, watch some videos.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. All right, so let's end it like this. I'll tell you guys this. I really, truly appreciate all you guys. I appreciate my guests on here on the panel, and I appreciate everybody in the chat. If you like me, hate me, either way, I don't. That's up to you. I hope that by the end of this, you'll learn not to hate me. I did get a little upset there in the beginning when I watched his stream a little bit, simply because I think he says a lot of bad things that aren't true. But that's his right to do so. And I don't like the idea that we might be trying to make money off this. I get it. You're putting your body through it. And if there is something that's expenses that you need for something, okay. But if you're just trying to make money off a profit, I don't appreciate that. I don't think that's right. I do absolutely. I'm still focused. I'm still driven. I'm about to go back to the gym and finish this evening out because I'm exhausted. But we're going to do it anyway, and we're going to make this happen. I want everybody to remember, you stay focused, you stay driven. No matter what's going on in your life, you can always make a positive influence on somebody else, because not everybody that's fighting battles is something that we can see. And we always have the opportunity to be somebody's corner man. We'll always have the opportunity to pat somebody on the back and do something good for the right reasons, right? If we stay focused, we stay observant to look for those signs, and we stay driven. And as always, if we train like we fight, we will fight like we train. God bless, and everybody have a good night.
See you guys.